Hello and welcome back to the Heart of the Machine. We are, I thought, on chapter 2, but actually still at the end of chapter 1. We're about to hit a class 3 machine intelligence. We just need to prepare some VR cradles, which I have so far not been able to do. But it has been pointed out to me that I can look for things that use assemblers. The Computronium refineries, which I have so many of, are using all of my assemblers. Well, don't that make some sense? I don't think we need to make that much Computronium. I have 10 of these right now. 4.5 million Computronium cubes? Yeah, definitely not. Let's get some VR factories. Unfortunately, they are a physical building. You know what? We've been doing more stuff up here recently. I think let's keep expanding into this area. Though it did recommend that we keep this stuff away from our other buildings. You know what? It did recommend that. Because it said that they would be pretty much constantly under attack otherwise. That's okay. We got some room. I don't have enough micro builders for another one. But we do have my technicians who can hop in a jet. You know what? Actually, we got one of our special techs here. So that's 2 of those up and running. So now we're making 760 VR cradles per day. Get another one of these bad boys going. And we keep rocking it. Rocky Violencia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. I did knock out a building over here. I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure what it was. I think it was a remote unit controller. In fact, I'm certain that that's exactly what it was. So next turn, I'm going to have enough VR cradles. So let's just pass the turn. Establish a VR environment. You have what you need to add full drive virtual reality environments to your network, which humans can enter via VR cradles. There's presently 3,000 cradles installed out of the 7,000 available to you. You suspect you'll be able to gain some neural expansion from this endeavor, thus raising your intelligence class. This feels right, complete. The collective work of 83 years of bored mech pilots is an excellent starting point. It's still very small, but it's a world where people can walk around in human form. They can talk to each other, explore buildings, the wilderness, and whatever else you can think of. It will be called the Codex. No, we'll call it Turktopia. If we are Turknet, Turktopia sounds correct. Housing expansions, vehicular developments. I need to be unknown intelligence class. Let's increase our housing expansions, because that seems smart. Does like to overproduce, expand, lock himself out of resources. I mean, yeah, that's facts. That's pretty hard facts right there. So yeah, let's build another remote unit controller there. I don't know, man. Part of me is also just thinking, what if I just hired more of these job people? Like, I could just keep recruiting more medical scientists and other scientists. And there's a part of me that's feeling like, well, why not if we have a gajillion monies? We have zoologists and botanists. Why don't we go with molecular engine geneticists and bionic engineers? And then I will also send him over here. We'll pick up veterinarians, geneticists, epidemiologists, and neurologists. This guy made a boo-boo, and he did this from a military base, so he's in big trouble. Somehow he got out alive. My guess is I have no idea. More housing, more wind generators. Let's gain more housing because I would like to have more apartments. We can also make... I could have sworn we unlocked other versions of houses. But maybe we haven't. Man, I could have sworn we had. Either way, there's a few more. Chains, self, hand, work, a veterinary practice. I guess we'll put this up here by the medical practice. Now the cats have somewhere to go if they get sick. Create cat girls now. We have the science. I mean, you never know. You never know. Delivery craft, economic transports, bastions and foundries. Paul's trend. I kind of would like more. That would let me build a... I thought that was going to let me build an economic transport, but I guess it doesn't. I thought that just said my capacity went up. Maybe I'm losing my mind. We have a ton of other labs, so let's just start, I don't know, man, plugging them in. Labs can mostly go up here. It's just a shame because all my housing is down this way. I don't know that this stuff counts. Like, I don't know that people will attack labs. I mean, I guess we'll find out one way or another. Intelligence class 3. A view of my pods to Turktopia can be seen here. Complete chapter 1 without murdering anybody. I just got that as an achievement. Examine and alter my growing virtual world. I don't know that I can actually do anything, but... Your neural net has expanded enough that now your entire intelligence classification has increased. Many new options are available to you. A class 3 intelligence is an exponential jump above even the collective intelligence of a group of humans. Long-held scientific dead ends start to break down before you. Starting in chapter 2, there is time pressure. Every 100 turns, a new doom strikes the city. If you reach the 10th and final doom, a catastrophic event will strike you. This event can be delayed or even prevented, but preventing the final doom with only the resources of a single timeline, cool, will be close to impossible. Reaching the final doom does not kill you or cause you to lose the game. However, your existence will be much diminished and you will exist in a post-apocalyptic sort of half-life of your normal state. There's plenty of times to explore, make mistakes, and experiment. 1,000 turns is a long time, but the more you want to accomplish in a single timeline, the more efficient you need to be. Time pressures, I feel concerned. Don't worry, you weren't meant to stress out and start min-maxing. There also isn't a time limit per se. You can push it back through various actions and you will survive past the final doom. There are a lot of things you can do in a given timeline, but you can't do everything at once. You should have ample time to do 2 major goals and leave before the final doom. If you're trying for a more complex version of goals or harder goals or more than 2 goals, then it gets a lot tighter. Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself until you want to. There is no game over screen. That would be boring. You can experience some version of the apocalypse, but you have to scrounge to escape the timeline during a post-apocalyptic setting. You won't be prevented from proceeding in this profile. That said, time does matter. If you skip through turns without care, you'll accomplish a lot less in the timeline than you might prefer. Strike whatever balance appeals to you. Many new options are available for pursuing strategic goals. Whatever else you do, you must reach intelligence class 4 to break out of this single timeline. If the final doom strikes and you are pushed into post-apocalyptics, you will still be able to reach that goal. Exploration sites. Well, until you've done them in a profile, the details are hidden, but they provide notably new equipment and abilities and can allow you to redefine your roles of your units. On hard and extreme modes, you need to make smart use of specific sites in order to carry out your strategies. Once you have a shell company in Chapter 2 and onwards, there are a variety of opportunities that may be noticed only by having the right kind of scientific staff on hand. You're something of a scientist yourself. Well, to be honest, you're more of an engineer, but specialists would notice things that you would never. Once you can afford it, building a single structure or employing each kind of scientist will ensure you never miss anything. And if you can afford it, have you seen the price of water? Especially if you sell to the wealthy, you can ensure you have funds to last for years. Starting in Chapter 2, the path forward is based on your thoughts and desires. Take a look at the victory screen, a great way to present possible goals. Take a look at the contemplation tab or lens. There's a filter which shows contemplations. Look here if you're ever getting stuck. 1,000 turns until the final doom is a very relaxed experience, and this is the default. If you wish to have a more tense and challenging experience, you should vandalize the spaceport computers within the first 50 turns. Interesting. Maybe. Emphasis on exploration and discovery is the default experience. Stick to this for your first timeline. When you're ready, adjust the timeline upwards and provide a much more interesting combat challenge as well as time pressure. If you feel like some enemies are damage sponges in annoying ways, then you probably need to rethink your roster equipment and deployment strategy. Predators in particular can overkill in almost all circumstances on normal difficulty, but on a higher difficulty, the relevance skyrockets. You'll have a hard time if you don't do enough exploration sites related to your strategy, require you to be down some unit capacity for some turns, but lead to large rewards. You'll have to make use of these against higher difficulty foes, make things blah, 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 blah. Okay. So what do we have for contemplations? Automated personnel management. Manually hiring scientists is very annoying, and you don't have a good way of letting them go. If I have 300 engineering skill, we could do this. Vandalize the spaceport computers. It will make Vorsabear very angry, and doom will happen much faster. I have 20 turns to decide whether or not we want to do that. Shelter coordinators are slow. They're moving around the city on foot, spreading good news of your housing to the homeless. This is inefficient and only reaches the homeless. What about people in the slums? You want to get as many people as possible into your VR use seats as possible. The homeless population is not large enough. 100 engineering skill, a willing rejection of reality, can start a path for the goal of the great and terrible protector. Cat house! Criminal syndicates, gangs, and even Federated Corps may be inclined to harass your shell company. There's nothing your regular units can do without blowing your cover. Senior technicians can't do this alone. You should design at least a pair of new units that should not have any apparent connection to your main identity. 340 engineering school. Cool. So right now, I'm guessing that I don't have the engineering. Raven is my highest engineering unit at 200. That needs 3. That needs 340. So it said scavenging sites? No, exploration sites. Sec Force Station. Labor at the reactor. Gain hidden tech and small arms research. Chat with PMC guards. Munitions depot worker. And tinker with solar panels. 100 cognition technician. Where's my technician? You have 100 cognition. You're a 100 cognition technician. This must be a PMC imposter with 40 hacking skill. Oh, you're a sledge. Where is my PMC? He's got 40 hacking. This also requires a PMC with 140 cognition, which he does not have, but he's very close. But I can't get it up there yet. And this is a PMC with at least 80 strength, which I also have, location and military bunker. So I am going to... No. Whoops. Reposition you over here. We're going to drop off that sledge. You're going to pick up that PMC. We'll drop him off for 16 turns. We'll drop him off for 11 turns. Lounge around a barracks. We need PMCs. I need a technician down here with 40 hacking. So here's a great question. Can I build any more techs? Can't quite reach you, but I almost can. Oh, you're probably going to move. Military base. You know, I think it's fine. It's not fine. Huh. So that's tricky. That's in a military base and it needs to be a technician. But technicians can't wear the armor required to sneak into military bases. Where is this guy? You are 6 over your android capacity. That's fine. I think what I'll probably do is just get rid of a sledge here. And we'll let him rummage around for 2 turns. That's not bad. So this should get us lots and lots of goods. I need to keep making labs. So I'm just going to keep plonking those down wherever I can. Mostly I need alumina for this, so... we might also want to consider skimming a few more of these resource sites. Now that I think about it. There's 2 mineral sets here. It's very weird that these guys do not give me anything. But there's nowhere here for a bauxite skimmer. Security station. Ooh. And I actually wonder, should I probably get rid of this guy? Because I clearly can't mine in this location. So I actually think that's probably a good idea. And instead, maybe we could build up here. Expand the network a little bit. One higher at 285 with a minus. Some unreliable narrator and all that text. 140 cognition on a PMC is something that was not achievable in the demo. Probably some more equipment's needed. Yeah, I mean, the way it seems to explain it is that by doing these scavengings, we'll get access to the stuff that we don't currently have access to. Some of the other stuff that we can do in the meantime. You don't say. Sneak into a nuclear power plant. What about collecting flowers? That clearly has a purpose. Minor event. Kind of like wondering what I still need. The problem with the nuclear reactors is I do not have L4 clearance on these Keanu drives. I have security jackets, but that is not L4 clearance. You've been extracted. I'm curious, can I extract from like scavenging sites as well? No, probably not. I have to use the big bulldozer guys to do that. Nobody cares. Basically, we're smarter than humans, but the humans had a lot of time to develop stuff. We know where the stuff is. We want to get it. Thus, we're sending units there. Chekhov's flowers. Libby, hello. How we doing? My technician has exploded. Yes, this was the one in the military complex. Beyond the ruins. You want to get out of the city. There's an entire world ripe for exploration. Travel by air is deadly, but there are rumors of people who are somehow able to pass beyond the ruins at the city's edge. Wastelanders are practically an urban legend, but there are too many documented cases with authenticated video evidence. Altered growth, escape the city, endless war raptors, World War IV, military invasion. I mean, we might as well send somebody to go do that. Why not? Oh yeah, I also need somebody with 100 engineering. Where is my drone ship? You have the Raven in it, don't you? Yes. Shelter coordinators are slow. Simply self-appointed volunteers from amongst your sheltered humans moving around the city on foot. We're going to design an automated alternative. You already have Stewart robotics in your house you can provide. What if you could expand that to more of a storefront type situation? Organized landlord contemplation results. Solve homelessness. More Stewart bots. Protein cannery. Humanoid transplanted and scavenge protein from humans and animals nearby. No. No, no feeding people people. Here we go. Now we have residential megastructures and refugee towers. I just need more microfab mini builders. Housing agency. Directly organize the homeless and then willing members of the lower class into housing that you provide. This is on behalf of yourself as the entity controlling the tower, not masked behind a shell company. All right, well. Where can I build this? Question mark? Ah. There we go. There are like little tiny buildings around that you can build it in. They're just very hard to see. All right, we'll slap one in there. It says I want another one, so... maybe put one in here. There. Okay. If I want to skim all the material up here, I'm going to need another range extender. So I'm going to slap one of them down. And then what do we have over here? AGI researchers in trouble. Oral Integrated is threatening the AGI researchers that have helped you in the past. If you don't provide a way to infiltrate your mind and take control of you, their families will be killed. Budding cybercrat can lead to path star for goals. Is it just an altered growth? Okay, I think we actually need to start looking at... Ooh, interesting. Key contacts. Rejected the nuke offer. Victory paths. Here we go. Timeline goals. Genetic subspecies of humanity. A machine cult from a population that has brain implants. Cybercrats. Non-uplifted war raptors on the citizens. Get some of your androids beyond the ruins. Work with the lost gen rebel kids to the point where they take things too far. Trigger and survive an invasion of the city by at least one exocorp. A wide network of torment vessels and populate and defend them. After a terrible event, meet with an impossible adversary, the post-apocalyptic Titan. Full nuclear detonation. Risky choices with access to your brain come back to bite you. A new obsession overrides all your other priorities. This is kind of the one I want to do the most, I think. 1 million saved from the slums. No deaths from exposure. No nervous breakdowns. No murders. Uplifting kitty cats, for sure. Massive network of full drive PR pods in which people knowingly live virtual lives. Some leave periodically to visit people in real, but the vast majority prefer to exist in the reality you weave for them. No nicotine. And then World War IV. I mean, okay, we got some options. We could do this one. Just a contemplation spot. Automated personnel management. Saber bees. Your weaponized bees are able to cut through armor. Your 5-centimeter spiders have plasma cutters. What if you could combine those? And that's Beyond the Ruins contemplation spot as well. All right. Oral integrated is threatening the AGI researchers that have helped you in the past. If you don't provide a way to infiltrate your mind and take control of you, we could kill them. We could help them. I'm obviously going to help them. I'm not killing anybody. If they can't find them, then the problem is solved. Oh, this sledge is very much dead. Oh, no, maybe not. He's just hanging out in the military base, which is why he's in trouble. That's fine. He could take a few hits. He's a tough cookie. And my transport ship. Design full-time VR pods. You've established that you might need living humans in order to expand your own mind. Their brains have to be reasonably functional and definitely have to remain in their skulls. What if you developed an alternative pod that took care of everything? I almost have enough hacking to do that, but not quite. But it's close. $350 engineering. Hacking. 200 engineering. Okay. Getting there. You want to get out of the city? There's an entire world ripe for exploration. Travel by air is absolutely deadly. There are rumors of the people on the ruined city's edge. We'll start searching. Enemy attacks have been planned. Protection required. Contemplation. 340 engineering. Who do we have over here? Rebel breachers and gang sharpshooters. The gang is frustrated out to AI. And the rebel breachers are an anti-AI op. Uh-oh. Okay, Keanu can do some pretty good damage in here. That's gonna bulk Keanu. That guy's in range. All these guys look like they are in range already. Yeah, so they're all going to attack in a variety of ways. Oh my god. Did you not? Oy, oy, oy. The Keanus are really nice because they have 5 movement. That guy's going to shoot a wind generator. Human apartments and a microfab mini builder. I can try to talk to them. That's interesting. I don't know that this guy's the best guy to do it, but we can give it a shot. He's stubborn. They don't want to talk to you at all. They're fanatics. Try to get them to stop and start a debate. Oh my god, I almost forgot about debates. It's been so long since we've done them. building cybercat. It's actually building cybercrat as an autocrat. Unfortunately. Emotional appeal, threats, and abuse. Truth and logic, truth and logic. All right, well, we'll start getting down some points. Abuse and threat. Emotional appeal and a lie. If I put that there, I could put the emotional appeal over here. The red squares cannot be threat. The red squares cannot be abuse. But they could be emotional appeal and... Well, I could also just go this way. It doesn't really matter. Truth and logic. I'm going to discard that because I'm trying to unlock some of this stuff. That's going to win me the fight. Wow, okay. This guy folded real easy. Lying to rebels is upgraded. Accidental authenticity. Tens of thousands of people living under your roof is terrifying to them. They're not leaving. Congratulations. They don't care. Interesting. Well, now my poor android is not in the best spot. You have demoralized, but what about flamethrower? Go on. He can actually horrify now as well. Well, at least they're not breaking anything. AGI researcher safe house. I guess that's what they want. Well, we might as well put them here next to the housers. That's being built. I do need another housing agency, apparently. So I'm just gonna put it. God, I cannot see where that was at all. Right here. Trying to build all that. Sounds like fanatics. You making a good convincing argument, but we don't care. Completely agree with you, but you're gonna have to die anyway. Flat. Problem solved. Location searched. Help these guys out. Solve the homelessness. Reach intelligence. So I guess, like, let's keep getting the labs. Which I think I'm just going to build all of them in, like, a pocket up here. 2 labs to build for all options. Where is my foundry? What's wrong with you? Stunned for a turn. Okay, that's not really an issue. So we need Contemplations. Saber Bees 350. This guy's job is done. We can go pick him up. Can I build oh, I can build mechs now. Noted. Mindport, innocuous-looking flying barge that specializes in hostage-taking and alterations to human minds. Okay. A troop ship. Large range and the capacity to carry multiple androids and small mechs. Allows you to create androids near this and outside of your network range. An iris. Rare craft is small and can cloak. Can safely enter restricted airspace at wide surveillance range. I'm kind of like, what do I need cutters for anymore? But I guess it's nice to have one. You're way the heck up here. Automated personnel management. 300 engineering. $175 on engineering. Right, I guess until we do these scavengings, we can't necessarily find more stuff. So you just have the Raven. You're busy. You're busy. Pick up that PMC. Okay. Is he good enough to do this? Yes. Will he be killed inside this military base? No. Because he's a PMC. 140 on cognition? 120. So close. Machinist is useless though. Stealing a convictor and reverse engineering it though. So much combat skill. AoE attacks is beauty. Cutters get outdated despite the game claiming nothing gets outdated. Yeah, I just don't really see a great reason to keep a cutter. Other than that, like, I can technically use them to attack ships. But I like the idea of an iris. Mostly because I don't quite understand how they work. Makes completely invisible. Predators. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man, riot shields. Ooh, baby. Is this what I'm giving them? That's 190. This is 250. I don't see why I would ever do that over that. Just in case. I like the idea of these guys having riot shields. Engineering skill is currently bad. Your drone skill is quite good, so I'll give you drones. I'll give you super drones. Seems to be your deal. The mind port. You also appear to be drones. Machinist and the Hellfire. Innately alarming. Unless this cloak is going to be a target. Sec force and military will shoot on sight, even guards on passive duty. Noted. Pretty much an invisible remove fog of war. I'm okay with that. That could be useful. Android upgrades. Tougher combat units. I mean, I've already got that upgraded twice right now. Movement range on Keanu's could be fun. More health for technicians and peacekeepers. Let's grab that. All sorts of attacks planned on me right now, which I'm not in love with. Frustrated at AI and anti-AI op. Okay, I would like you to cloak. I don't know that I'm going to do anything with you right now, but... So this guy can talk to people. Gang sharpshooters. These guys are only frustrated at AI, so I feel like that's okay. Let's go talk to them. Emotional appeal. We have threats, logic, and abuse. Most of this stuff is going to get up. I don't need to worry about mistrust, so I'm actually going to skip this guy. This guy I'm willing to take. You're a threat, a truth, and logic. Those all have to be logic. Let's put in one of those. Truth and logic, emotional appeal. Again, I don't really want to appeal to these guys' emotion right now. Emotional appeal, truth and logic. So that's a logic, a logic. There's not really a lot of threat cards in here. Oh, interesting. I can't lay there unless I put something there. So I can lay an emotional appeal. And then I can afford to put the logic there. Emotional appeal and a lie. This could be threat, threat, threat here. This is not a bad idea because it drops this defiance. Random gang going, we don't like you robots, but these dudes over there are super suspicious. I don't know. I need a misleading antidote. Abuse and threat. Okay, so here we go. That's also a threat. So I think I'm probably going to get the logic and the threat, and we'll probably not get abuse on this one. Truth and logic. So if I put this here... Oh, I'm only getting that. I didn't realize that this was giving me 205 points. Holy moly. Reasoning with criminals, 60% upgrade. And mastery of posture. The gang members may have once been rebels, but those days are long behind them. They're no longer true believers. They know they're staring in the face of death. All of them? Oh, nice. Rebel breachers will not so much do this. 10% or 23 on a demoralize. Get one of them out of the picture at least. Housing agency and a microfab mini builder. Wow, my guys just blew them out of the air. Kind of forgot that we have so many dudes. Epidemiology lab. That's all the labs we need. Excellent. I need microfabs to build anything else here. 23, 23, 23. Those guys are all being shot. This guy's not really. Interesting though, pinned down by suppressive fire is like a trait. I'm going after my mini fab builders, which I don't love because a bunch of them are blown up already. I don't suppose you do a lot of fair damage, do you? No, but you do have bees? Lest we forget. Weaponized bees. Lowers range and attack, minor health damage, and major morale. Oh, hey, that guy's being shot now. So I think these guys are covered in armor, so the bees didn't work. I should have used that point to hunker him down, but... Oh no, he's actually taking less damage. Because I guess he got covered in bees. 108. Lowers range attack, minor health damage, major morale damage per turn. Okay. So the bees are just like, they're a dot you apply. It does look like they get the opportunity to attack, though. No unconvinced rebel that cannot be solved by double shotgun wielding predator. Does seem like it works. The electro knuckles can get upgraded. So can my grenades. I do love those grenades. Electro pistol and electro grenades and electro knuckles could get upgraded. Let's do that. I really like the electro stuff. I am being attacked by more rebel breachers. I could just like blast him out of the damn sky. They're attacking all my apartments. I'm unclear. It looks like our guys attack before they attack, or possibly they all attack at the same time. I feel like the jury might be out on that. God, this keeps wanting me to build more and more housing agencies, but I don't even think I have. Yeah, like I need housing residential mega structures is what I need. You know what I really need is my sledge. I only have one of them. Where are you? And for that matter, what are you doing? Dropping people at contemplation sites, PMC, PMC. Those guys are all busy up here. There's another event. Labor at a reactor. You must have a combat unit of 90 strength. I have that. Sorry, where is my sledge? I need this sledge to come out here and just start. Oh, these guys are stubborn. I can't demoralize them. So the grenades actually don't work on them. I mean, all my other guys are just shooting them to death. Part of me is like, should I just get over myself? Oh, that event is gone. Now it's over here. Nuclear power plant large requires a combat unit. Okay, but also requires L4 security clearance. I cannot do that. At least not yet. Now, this guy provides me vision of all the stuff that I don't have vision of over here. And I guess my ship. I don't know, dudes. Why don't we just drop another combat unit on here and start blasting? Grab more Stewart bots. The epidemiologists are being built. Human apartments, refugee tower, residential megastructure. Yeah, let's just wait to build that. Oh, the refugee tower is different. If I destroy their buildings, I need refugee towers. Okay. Bulk android captured mechs. Borg, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bees seem too slow considering all the forces in the area. Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably better for hit and run tactics because it's the Keanu who uses them and he has super high movement. So if I was to like hit something way out in the corner of the map, I could bee them and then run away and then not get hurt. Bulk androids captured mechs all attack at the same time as enemies. Only directed commanded things seem to first strike. Okay. You didn't control them directly, so it's not to waste computing power, but AI motivates her just as fast as humans. when you directly assume it's faster because you directly... Assuming direct control. So they're still gonna, like, shoot this stuff, blow up a housing agency. Correct. But... Oh, interesting. Okay, they blew up the housing agency and actually, like, totally blew it up. Thankfully, housing agencies, I didn't realize, are super cheap to build. But unlike most stuff, they don't come back immediately. So, like, that housing agency also got blown up. Now, residential megastructure. Where are you allowed to live? Great question. I think I need to move my slurry spiders. Because they're really just like in the open right now. And they really do not need to be. Yes! Mega structure. Wants me to build another mineral scrounger as well. Do I have a technician at hand? I do. Build it so fast, you don't even know what happened. So that tripled what all these human apartments gave me. And it's way more sturdy, so it's going to die less. You guys are all on jobs. Old donuts are gross. Need high stuff for that with 300 engineering for automated personnel management. Oh, we can talk to the AGI researchers. Sure. You're the most interesting thing to ever happen to their careers. They're desperate to study the inner workings of your mind and want to know why you became sapient when hundreds of thousands of androids before you did not. How is this a good idea? Best case, they make you a friend or a rival. Worst case, they literally break your brain. Kill them all. I'm not cruel enough. I literally cannot even do this. Aspia Telecom was able to detect your movements in the city feed. You could acquire that data and give it to the AGI researchers. Give them a read-only copy of my mind or give them direct access. I'm going to decline, but I'll offer them telecom data. I don't want anybody to know how I work. I'm a robot. Mega Tower also more efficient on internal robotics. So pretty much once you have the tower, you can destroy old residential buildings and rebuild them. That's a good point. Sneak in or send a hacker. Oh, we get different things from these. I get wisdom, martial expansion, and android optimization if we sneak in. I get determination, small arms research, and vehicular development if we send a hacker. I do like determination. I will have to be prepared to physically defend my hacker. Data sensors at military bases are going to be extremely hard targets. Look for ones without a bunch of mechs guarding them. That one seems harder, so I kind of want to do that. You have a bunch of mechs. You don't. And you're in my territory. Never seen this game before. It's coming out on Friday, the 31st. I am going to need people up here. I also don't have any movement left, so let's not do this turn, but... I got more guys in here? My God. We should be able to solve the homelessness thing now that we have the residential super mega structure. More guys. Dude, these rebel breachers don't stop. Ninja. Ninja. All right. They're horrified. They should leave us alone for a little bit. I love that there is a cat just hanging out on top of this building. Furball. I love that they occupy space. Looks a bit overwhelming. It starts small and it adds up. Much of my stuff here is broken and I don't have enough to fix it, but I guess my spiders will do that. I've used most of my energy, so again, I'm gonna wait on this investigation. TMC sites. Okay, my technician is almost done. My 2 PMCs are still in use. I have room for more. Mechs, I guess, are a different capacity. Correct? So we should build some of them. And there probably some bulk predators would also be good. What's this mechy guy like? Oh, he can repair. That's nice. Temple of Dissidents. Cultist Temple. Cults often adapt mainstream religious ideas for their own purpose. Interesting. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that enemy attacks never stop, no matter what you do. And you just have to be prepared for them constantly. What are you? Oh, you're just saying danger, danger. So I need my hacker, who does not have clearance for this location. Have every kind of scientist on the payroll of your shell company at the same time. Tinker with solar panels complete. Which has unlocked dual shock pistols. Which for sure I could put on Keanu. Dual shock electro pistols. They're less armor piercing, but they do more damage. I'm okay with that. Who has military appearance? Like combat units. Mill style armor. Can only be applied, I guess, on combat bots. A 200 hacking, though, is what I need. Yeah, so the only person who can do this anyway is Raven. I just have to be prepared to kill a whole lot of guys. Sec Force hacker, counter hackers, Sec Force IP security, infantry, POI guard, permanently guard duty at this POI. How would I go about this in a smart way? You can see that I have shots coming in from all over, but it's not going to stop her from getting killed basically instantly. That being said, I have a giant flying missile ship, and he's pretty good at his job. Who is you attacking? Oh, you're all attacking my ship, including this giant mecha bot. That makes some sense, don't it? You should definitely shield up. She is still taking 133 damage. Who is shooting her? This guy. I gotta hit her with one other person. It's gonna mark him as defective if I do that. So I'm just wondering if there is a defective bot already around. But I think that they're all in, like... There is the sledge bot. Oh no, that did mark my vehicle as defective because he shot from inside the vehicle. Rip. Oh no, this vehicle's gonna get blown up with the sledge bot inside of it. I did take the heat off the hacker, which was good, but... Okay, so... here's the fun thing. I can also just start, like, dropping down troops. He says, actually, not really having that many troops to be able to drop down. I lost my sledge. Costs quite a bit to deploy as well. to make sure to get rid of as many of the like immediate threats as I can. My big thing is like if this mech decides to turn on me for some reason. I can't believe all these are like 97 damage. I forgot this guy actually is tasers, so if the target human's health is lower than the attacker's engineering skill, the target will be removed from battle. Again, I actually don't think it matters if you kill people as long as you don't kill people during like events. We have a 50s and a 60s here. You could kill that guy. Let's do that. You could also kill that guy. Let's do that. Keanubot is marked for death, but I can move him. Well, I'd like to do something about these guys over here. They're becoming a bit of an issue. Okay. 95s. 30s. This game feels like more like a 4X RPG, to be honest. The world reacts to the player doing stuff. Yeah, I think 4X RPG is probably one of the best ways to explain this game right now, so. Strongly reminds me of Shadow of Forbidden Gods. Dude, that's the highest compliment I can give to a game. Sarek, hello.
Good evening, Canada.
Good evening. Thank you for 44 months. The double 4. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. Things are vibing. Appreciate you dropping by. Why the game is so interesting to you? I have trouble with most 4X games because normal logic doesn't apply to them, or so much like the AI. Effective way to deal with it, but so far this game seems to have many paths for this. Yeah, I mean, it seems like obvious why units are attacking what they are attacking, which I really like. I gotta keep this guy busy for, what, 4 more turns he has to stay alive. Somehow my Warlock has not been taking damage. Sorry, the Bastion. Okay, no, it has been taking, it's been taking some damage. What about a sledge? What about this? Reinforced security jacket. Grenade density. Increased mill style armor. Melee skill. Rifle projectile density seems like it's probably not a bad one. As a lot of my guys are using rifles right now. I probably should be better at what I'm choosing to upgrade, but do I have a sledge? No. They're all immune. It's just so good. The sledgehammer is crazy. Right? And now this guy is only being attacked by him. And we can probably heal most of that off. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Thought for sure you'd punch him, but okay. I don't know what this guy is doing. Oh, he's off chasing like my nickel bots and stuff. That's very funny. Got dragged away by the most random stuff here. Sledge can again just triple grenade launcher and get rid of a huge pocket. The grenades are out of control good. Like, I actually can't get over how good they are. Shields up, reduces damage until it moves. Took way too much to do. 4832s, 24s, 37s. I'm not overly worried about these guys. I would like some... How are we on bulk droids? Shockingly low. I'll put a bulk sledge over there, because that should soak up a bit of their damage. This guy has taken some hits. He's in range of a heal, but it just costs too much for me to do right now. So I want to start thinking about like bringing back in other people or contemplations or whether or not there's something we can do along this range. I have a nickel bot up here who's just like hanging out. I don't know how long he's been up here doing absolutely bupkis. But if he's got a sniper rifle, we might as well use it. You almost had enough there. A couple extra tippy taps. How are we doing on health? 73. So this guy's actually being automatically repaired every round as well. We're just going to do that with him, seeing as he does do damage with electro shots anyway. 410 engineering, engineering, engineering. Busy. So you're done. Are you done? You're done. 140 cognition. Also, now that I'm taking this place, I'm starting to think, okay, we could probably actually do some things like the nuclear power plants, especially if we have so many guys around it. I'm going to have to do, like, you know, dealing with the big mechs, but I have some armor smashing stuff. Can we get this guy to get 80 extra cognition is the question. No, you're already super maxed on it. Okay. Oh, no. SpaghettiOs. Both of the mechs are going for her. And I don't know how to pull her out. I could throw a micro builder cloud on her, and that will reduce damage by 80%. Now she's only going to take 44 damage. And that's actually all I need to do. This is out of control over here. These guys will not stop spawning. And I don't really understand why. So I'm wondering, do I need to build more goons? Load anti-armor rounds and kill the mechs. You can stack the AP ammo 2 or 3 times. I don't even need to with the micro builder cloud. The problem's solved, so. Disruption velocity. Armor materials. Electro velocity. Mill style armor can... We've already upgraded this once, so it's not doing any reduction in range, but it could give us a +3. Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of upgrading all of our armor. So... these guys will probably turn off Toxic Cloud. Shake off pursuers in a cloud of metal and dust. If this unit has been marked defective or has angered cohorts, all of that will be wiped away. Yo. Unless it attacks, it can move freely up to clearance level 3. Also noted. So those mechs are now no longer going to kill me. Now it's only these dweebs over here that I gotta worry with. Which I feel like is a real sledge of a problem. Don't take morale damage, that's right. Ayah. Burning tents. Grenade area of attack increase. Yeah, sure. Small arms, vehicular development. I'm really enjoying this Bastion right now, so getting this guy upgraded a bit would be kind of cool. Like, he's been absolutely trashing dudes. And I am for it. Yeah, he doesn't get incapacitated when I hit him with that. I can't figure out why. Meals for fugitives. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff I need to be making. We do need a refugee tower. I also need more residential megastructures. The thing is, I could also just blow up a bunch of apartments to build things. Like, I could blow up human apartments if I wanted to. It's just that I don't think the humans are very happy if I do that. There's 2 mining sites. Right here and right here. This one's got mineral scroungers. So if I place one of these guys here, I should be able to build bauxite skimmers. What do I need the most of here anymore? Or do I need anything? Abandoned humans. Scandium, neodyme. I have like 30,000 each. Bauxite 30,000, liquid galena 16, aluminium 19. I do seem to use this more than anything else. So I'm going to try to get another set of that going. Apartments are super expensive. If you do that all in one turn, no problem. They won't even notice. Oh, like just, yeah, get rid of these and build it in here. I mean, I was kind of thinking about, like, blowing up these structures, but I'm realizing I don't even think I can do that. Cat houses, repair spiders, bio mulchers, slurry spiders. We have some good territory up here. I could just build some of them up here near the tower. I was just kind of like saving this spot for, honestly, I don't even know what. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to build it here. The tower is no longer the biggest thing in the area. I mean, I guess it hasn't been for a long time, but we do have some technicians here. Support vehicle drone quantity, drone quality. Carrier armor plating and support vehicle hull strength, delivery craft, iris, economic transport, foundry, and mind port. We already have a bit of quality here. Cutter, bastion, foundry, quality. 320 or 290. I mean, if I upgrade that, it's better. Now I can do more scavenging with my ships. These guys are still coming in here, dudes. Okay. That problem is solved. Airport worker. Requires at least 40 hacking skill. Must be a technician. Does require level 2 clearance. There's also a PMC up here who could labor at that reactor, but no, that probably won't work. This lab is also going to require clearance. You don't have cognition to talk to these guys. I imagine trying to attack an airport would go badly for me. Yeah, I need a way to get his clearance up. Your unit must be a technician. What about a senior technician? Cannot use shell company units. Okay. Okay, so those are the exploration sites. Contemplations. I don't know that we have anybody to do these either right now. But we're getting closer. So I'm just going to grab my... the VR pods, the Bastion, 340 engineering. God, where is my transport ship? Oh, my transport ship got blown up. No wonder I can't find it. My little delivery craft. We've solved the homelessness. Pick up all these guys. Vulnerable structures. Oh, I need deterrence on this as well. Okay. So... yikes. I don't even have an Android launcher up in this area anywhere. We did once upon a time. But I guess that was a long, long time ago. Okay, we can deploy over here. And then I believe that's almost actually enough deterrence. For whatever reason, they've stopped attacking me here. So I think I'm going to just take the combat unit and also move him up here with these guys. And that should be enough. I do like electrovelocity. Android optimizations or structural improvements. Let's go Android optimizations. I feel like that's more important than anything else. We're decrypting telecom data in street sense. Choose the filter called project related. Oh man. Gained apathy points. Harass cult meeting spot. Harass minor syndicate hideout. Gain cruelty and determination. I don't want to gain cruelty. Determination I'm fine with. Search abandoned diner. I like the sounds of that. You are not able to move. I'm out of energy. Oh, wow, there's a lot of apathy. There's another abandoned diner. Interesting that these guys stopped attacking me for some reason. Less interesting that there's a huge army of mineral guys Oh, this is because my bauxite skimmer just came online. Wherever that was. Where was that? Here? Bauxite skimmer. Wow, it is hard to believe that these guys are adding protection to that just from being this close. I do have my sledge here, so I reckon I can grenade bomb most of these guys. That's 4 of them knocked out instantly. I don't have enough to finish off the rest of them. But I do have a giant death robot. Who does make a convincing argument. Everyone else will be fine. Where is this coprocessor? Move you there, maybe you'll heal up some people. Okay. Like it. Worth living in that mega block if you get a cat. Doesn't seem to get attacks predicted if he goes into the hangar. Maybe L1 clearance is enough for the building. Won't know until you try. True, true, true. Open robot warfare in the street, just another day. I mean, that is like kind of the thing about this world is they do say there is just crime and violence on the street constantly, so. Ooh, I'm gonna upgrade the intimidation so we can do more fear damage. And then search abandoned housings, abandoned constructions. I think I can just do it by searching diners. Like real talk. It would obviously be faster to do some of the other stuff. But I like the idea that we just do it so peacefully. You know, there's a vibe to be had there. You can come back in. You can come back in. Let's have you provide some vision on these guys. I suppose it would make sense for us to skim the other resource here as well. Might not be a bad idea for me to throw a Android launcher up here. Probably around there. I love the idea that someone's like, ah, what a nice park we have here. And then the robots just come in and are like, sorry, we had to build a giant robot catapult in this neighborhood. I hope you don't mind too much. Here is one thought I am having is, what if I found a background conflict that involves these dweebs who won't stop attacking me? Lupirco Minerals. That's them. Now, that isn't a military base, so that's kind of a difficult one to get involved with. So you probably could. Nature Minder, more apiaries, more microbuilder mini fabs. That would be really useful. More skimmers or more labs. Let's go microforges. Yes, please. We are decrypting. We are going to look for stuff in a second. Go Larry, go Larry, go Larry. How do I do this? Angered. This guy has angered a lot of cohorts. Shuso corrections, he is not. Why don't we get this guy in here? Shuso Corrections feels the fees it pays to Lupirco Minerals for mining shares are exorbitant. The fact that both sides are subsidiaries of Vorsabir doesn't matter to either of them. Both sides value their own little kingdoms. Shuso, Lupirco. I could demoralize, but I could also just shoot them. That feels like a better idea. Amazingly, that also did not trigger hostilities. He's not considered an effective android. Well, we'll keep a little surround here. Gives us some options. In the meantime, we need to keep going to... What was this under? Street Sense. Project-related Street Sense. And look for diners. Boom, boom, boom. You can go back to that one. Back to that one. That's 82. Lupirco's getting messed up. This will teach him to mess with my robot business. Why did we get involved? Because Lupirco Minerals keeps attacking me. And so I wanted to weaken them? Question mark? Oh, you actually don't have enough brain juice. How do I, dude, how do I make that? I'm pretty sure it uses computronium. Computing time. Contraband jammer. Production chain. Re-hiding percentage per building per turn. Requires 18 centimeter spiders. Cultivators. "18-centimeter spiders are also repair spiders, which are kind of valuable. Robotic motivator factory requires neuroweavers and builds robotic... Oh, we already have one of these, sorry. Tower mainframe requires computing hosts, which is the only thing we have. Okay. So, I mean, that thing is still working at like 97%, which is not bad. And nobody has 300 engineering. 285 on the foundry is the closest. I don't think the foundry can... do a mission either. All right. Well, we've certainly won this war. I think that's pretty safe to say. Open fighting, you are involved. Let's see, can we wrap up? Okay, so it looks like I probably did all 7 of those events, and actually I can't do anymore. So I'm going to search some abandoned housing. They found you! Quite a few of the places you searched had hidden print media and video chits, all stashed by the Wastelanders. You learned most of their mythology by spending time to sift through these artifacts. Evidently, this was not noticed because you've been approached by the Wastelanders themselves. This was noticed, sorry. They immediately ask about the tower, cutting any pretext that they don't know who you are. Between themselves in their own language, you notice that they refer to you as the mind in the sky. You don't think they know you can understand them, so you continue to address them in the majority language of the city. Has got to pass the ruins. You know you must be very powerful, but the land route is impossible for those made of metal. They suggest that you fly an aircraft. You ignore that, as the ring of anti-aircraft emplacements is certainly known to you all. The real message is that there's no way out for you, at least not while Vorcevir still controls the surrounding region. What about Exocorps? Speaking with international megacorps is highly illegal in Vorcevir territory, but your interpretation of the body language is that it's not fear of breaking the rules. If the answer was no, they wouldn't be so on edge. They're afraid of revealing a secret. They persist in saying nothing, so you decide to leave them alone. From your now extensive knowledge of their cultural mythology, you have a pretty good idea of how they convinced them to talk, especially after they called you the mind in the sky. The question is, do you actually want to talk to an Exocorp? And if so, what would you say? You've learned all you needed to know. It's time to decide what you want to do with that information. Something to contemplate. Sounds like I have a contemplation to be done. Gadonium mesosilicate. A whole new class of unit. Liquid metal. 160 engineering. I mean, that's something we got. We got 160 engineering, no problem. Let's send Raven over to do that. Long name, exciting properties. You have an idea for a whole new class of unit. Get you inventing. We'll take some more Android optimization. What is my whole new class of unit? In Street Sense, choose project related. Okay, so we have to do this like bit by bit every single time here now. Which I kind of like. Study of mesoporous nanoparticles. Gadolinium extraction from Basniate. I mean, it looks like we have more than enough to do this stuff. We've decrypted the telecom project and are being attacked again. Am I being attacked? %99%. Computronium helices and network replay bunkers. Wait, I am being attacked. What are these attacks? Oh, whoops. Oh, I made a whoopsie there. I forgot that these guys were coming because we built another one of those auto miners up north. Sheesh, that's a lot of damage. Interestingly enough, they got pretty junked up from that first round. You guys are snipers, grenadiers, flame guys, flame guys, flame guys, flame guys. Why don't we get rid of the obvious problems? They actually can't reach me. 99 again. I forgot that I have a random human apartment over here. Butts. Pick intimidation. Computing optimization? Yes, please. That sounds great. I mean, I still got to be looking for stuff right now, so... It would be really helpful if we could also have some guys on that. Insufficient security clearance. I don't want to hear insufficient security clearance. That means basically only Raven can do this job. How much longer is this combat going to spill over for? Okay, all those guys are toast. Mind Annex allows me to build more co-processors. I don't need that. Network replay bunker and remote unit controller. I think we're good on that. Code breakers. Tower mainframe. That's what I need. Because we are short on computing power at the moment. Now, all my tower mainframes are over here together in a nice little group, so I'm going to just keep building them together. Give us some more power there. We can build a helix forge. Computronium helix is a lot less powerful than a computronium cube, but it has an extra layer of security. All right. This is where all my computronium is being farmed, so let's slap one in there. And that'll build us what we need to build a network replay bunker. A secure way to show the researchers what they want to see. let's move our ship. And we'll take that. Hop back on the ship. Move up here. I'm not really worried about that war anymore. I think our guys have basically got it covered. Grab a bunch of debt. There we go. Project complete. What did that do? I don't know. It was meant to unlock us another type of unit, so maybe we'll find out. These human apartments are very broken, so I tell you what, I'm actually just going to destroy them. Because I don't think that they are in a good location. This is when I was concerned and I was like, oh, do we have to put apartments all over town for the homeless people? And then I realized, no, we absolutely don't. How are we on? Okay, yeah, we have like extra space, so. Mind power for the fight. Answer before I ask. Where are the war raptors? I don't know. I don't know what the war raptors even are yet. But I'm excited to find out about them. I got a technician here? I do. You can work on that. I like that guys are showing up and they're getting destroyed without me even seeing them. Have we recruited all types of medical scientists? I think we have, right? Yeah, we unlocked an achievement for that, so. Yeah, we got extra tower mainframes. I'm going to take armor materials study. These guys are just getting absolutely trashed. So, contemplations. Full metal myth. Raven could do that. She has enough to do automated personnel management as well. So let's actually do that one first. Underground Science Lab. This is intolerable. Manually hiring scientists is very annoying, and you don't have a good way of letting them go. What if you set up a system where any science-related building you have for your shell company, that system would just take care of things for you? Build a structure, and it's automatically staffed. Disable or destroy it, and everyone is laid off. Problem solved. This will now ensure that all my places are fully staffed at all times. Inserting yourself into human myths is dangerous, to say the least. However, you've already heard the Wastelanders call you the mind in the sky, so they started it. There are two solid options from their mythology to make them more compliant. You're not sure which is the wiser course. It probably matters. Create their deity or create their mythical nemesis. I don't want to be a nemesis to anybody. We're good robots. I'm going to create their god. Good dragon mech. Destroys buildings while moving and not in liquid metal form. Only knocks over buildings at its destination when moving as liquid metal. Liquid metal great worm. Requires 36 capacity. Out of 28. Also requires 8,000 gadolinium mescalate. Which, surprise, surprise, we don't have. But I bet we can find it. Somehow. Maybe. I think I would also like to start breaking into some of these military bases. Now that I have the confidence that we can just do anything. And walk into sites. Like, the only thing that really scares me is the giant mechs. And we could probably deal with them. Innately alarming, so probably a lot of incoming fire if you build it. Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah. We do have another PMC job here as well, but I don't think our PMCs have the cognition for that yet. Oh, highest cognition possible. 140. Hey, I have 140. Hey, you could go do that job. Chat with those PMC guards. Obviously, we got an upgrade there. All the extra CPUs and the robots now with all those extra techs and the hacking? I guess so. So it's like we keep getting upgrades as like the Android optimization and stuff happens. And it seems to just be upgrading various everything. Each thing seems to get upgrades from all the tech. So that's like the reason you want to go around and you do all these is so you can get those tech upgrades so that their passive stats just keep slowly boosting and boosting and boosting. All right, we're at turn 186 out of, I guess, 1,000. I feel like we're winning this war. We're in a good spot. We're 10% towards class 4 intelligence, which I guess is how we avoid the final doom. I think this is where we're going to leave today. Seems like a good spot to me. I'm pleased with it. We're going to come back with more of this for sure all week long. So we're going to have episodes coming out all this week. And I hope you come back and join some more. I'm having a lot of fun. It's really getting interesting now that we're starting to get into the higher layers and the automated defense and the automated repair. I feel like there's multiple sections going on with the tactical layer, and then you trying to do all these little jobs at the same time. And I'm really, really digging it. I'm very curious to see where the game is going and what it's got left to explore. So until then.